Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome to my Planet Coaster Adventure Pack review. So I'm pretty excited about this content pack that just came out today. There are so many things that they added. It's probably the biggest. I think it's even bigger than the spooky pack that came out about 2 months ago. But I just wanted to give a quick kind of overview of everything, or at least most things that are in this content pack. So here I made a really stupid ugly building. You can see these pieces here. There's like the temple wall pieces. These are actually solid blocks. So you could even make like a, some sort of like pyramid temple kind of thing out of those. There's like all kinds of cool like ruin pieces. They have these really awesome gold pieces, which, one of the best things about Planet Coaster is how you can use, like a adventure pack item, and you can use it for other things like these gold pieces, which look really great and they're nice and shiny. Imagine using these in like a sci-fi setting. Like if you give it like a cool dark blue color, like look at that. Like that looks so cool. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool new building pieces. Your typical, 4-meter wall pieces, your triangle pieces for, making your roofs and things. There are no actual roof pieces, but a lot of these, almost all of these pieces are off the grid, so you can adjust them and angle them however you want to make your own custom roof, which, the Planet Coaster community, they like customization, so that's definitely important that they added that in this pack. There are no windows or doors. There are a few signs. We have this shop front, so you just put that right there if you had like a little shop in there. They also have these really awesome torches, so just like stick it right to the wall. Looks really cool. And that's pretty much all of the building pieces. Obviously, if you're familiar with Planet Coaster, the amount of customization that you can do with these pieces is pretty insane. Like you can just do so much. So it doesn't look like a whole lot, but there's a lot you can do with all these. The biggest addition really in this is in all these scenery items. So we're gonna filter on our adventure pack right here. Hold on, deselect that. Like, expand this out. Just look how many, look at all this. So much stuff. I'm going to try and go through some of the cooler things. Let's start with path extras. And so they added these cool new like stone benches, trash can, and then picnic bench, because picnic benches is something they added in the last update, the 1.4 update. They also added this handy little picnic bench tab. Under nature, all kinds of new foliage, all kinds of plants and palm trees. The game had palm trees already, but these are way different looking. So you can do all kinds of cool stuff, planting or just placing palm trees around. They have these bamboo hedges, which I think these would look really cool as like lining a path. You could just like place a couple like that, a couple on this side, and then boom, got cool little walkway for your guests to walk through. But again, all kinds of trees. Look at these. We got 2 different Brazil nut trees, even more palms. We have dead swamp tree, which I'm looking forward to. You can make combine these with the items from the spooky pack. You can make like a really cool haunted spooky swamp area. More palms. We have all kinds of like different ferns, and I mean that's pretty awesome. All these new items, they're obviously they're all green. There's no like flowers or anything of that sort. We have some stalagmites, so we got a few different sizes, and I will do my best to refrain from any phallic jokes. Under props, there are so many things here. Okay, so animatronics. We have all kinds of cool moving gears. Like, I mean, look at all this stuff. Put this guy in there. Just make all kinds of cool spinning little cogs. We have, this is awesome, a dropping boulder. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? So one of the things about this pack is that it's supposed to be, my opinion, I kind of view it as inspired by like Indiana Jones movies, you know, where they have all these different trap pieces that you can get. They have, this is totally inspired by Indiana Jones. They have the old rolling boulder there. They also have a rolling lava boulder. Like, that looks cool. Look at that. That's amazing. All kinds of these different trap pieces. They have a saw blade. Like, the sound of it's amazing too. It sounds all like super rusty and old. These logs, like, how cool is that? That is so amazing. These blocks that kind of slam. These beams are really cool. I could see like making all, like triggering these with a ride where it looks like they're breaking as you're going over it or something. Like, that would be really neat. We have swinging blades. Oh geez. We have a swinging boulder. So this is basically a giant death trap right here. Good luck navigating that. We have some archaeologists. So we got this guy with the pick. We'll put him under the saw blade. And then we have this guy with the shovel. Let's put him by the swinging boulder. Oh, that was cool. That boulder looked like it hit the beam there. We have some beetles. So we have this guy. Then we have these little ones. They had this awesome plane. We have a coaster door ancient rock. So it's like you're coming through. We have these awesome stone doors. They make really awesome like sound of like stone sliding against itself. The other big thing they added in this is there's actually some animals, which is why I have the water here. So we have a crocodile large. Look at that. We have a hissing crocodile. We have a snapping crocodile. And we have our swimming crocodile. So like we can place him here. We'll drag him right there. And you can just place him kind of like just in the water. So he's like down there. He backs up. And he kind of pops up and he's like kind of swimming. So these are the same crocodiles here, but they're like smaller versions. We have this guy who's kind of like he kind of pops out and that's so cool. But we have this really cool one here. So we could place this like right here, like right in the middle or something. So he's like right at the edge of the water. And he just kind of swims around. I love it. Oh, he's coming. No. They added these righteous freaking scorpions. Look at those. Those are killer looking. Literally. They added these individual pieces like they did with the spider and the spooky pack, so you could kind of customize your own scorpion if you wanted. They have these hippos. They have hippos. Look at the hippos. Look at him. Oh man. This hippo is breaching. Oh my god, look at his legs. Look at his legs. He's dun 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 dun. That's amazing. So like we can place him under the water too. So we'll put him like right there. And then we have this guy who's I think he's supposed to swim as well. Oh, they make their little hippo noises. I love it. So I'm gonna pause it just for a second so we can get this nice and lined up with the water here. So we can do that. He's like he's... I probably needed to put it a little lower, but that's pretty amazing. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, so we have the swimming hippo like we have the swimming crocodile. So we can put him over here. We'll just put him like over here away from Mr. Crocodile. So we can just do something like that. He's like swimming. Look at him. He's just happy. He's swimming in the water. He's loving it. He's like, bah. Oh, goodness. They have these little mini scorpions. They just kind of run around and be extra super creepy. Like so. Ew. Look at that. We have some animatronic snakes. I mean, I'm just totally amazed by all. Oh man, that's so cool. The snake like wrapped on the branch. Oh, that one like strikes at you. So you could imagine if the branch was sticking out of a temple or like a tree. Like, that's cool. Oh, we have a snake pit. Gross. And then animatronic mummies. Like, that's fantastic. Look at him. Look at Mr. Mummy. He just wants a hug. We have Rising Mummy doing his Undertaker thing. We have this guy. I like this one because he kind of, well, once he gets back up, but he kind of walks a little bit and then just stumbles and falls to the ground. He's like, "Well, I just want to hug." And then we have this guy who actually, oh, what is going on? There we go. So place that just under. So he's kind of walking all like a mummy with his arms out. Classic mummy. Doing classic mummy things. So yeah, that's most of it for the animatronics. So centerpieces, I'm not going to get too much into this, but you can basically, these are all statue pieces, so pretty modular. You can make your own cool little statue if you want to. Flip him around. So get a couple pieces like so. Wait, let's get another piece. So do that. Well, I messed that up. We'll put his tail up here. He'll be an upside down snake. But there you go. So you can make like a quick little snake statue. And they have it in the gold, but they also have in regular like kind of stone style. For lights, they have these pretty awesome lampposts. Let's go back to our pathway. So we have cool lampposts for our paths. We have these little fire bowls, which you could just put the fire effects in there. And then these torches. Those are pretty sweet. So we have, for arches, we have an archway. Couple different versions there. We have some new signs. So you can make like a nice little sign on your... And then you can have another sign down here. So a couple of cool sign things you could do, like enter. And then this one you could be like, do not enter. It's like, which sign do I believe? I don't know. That one tells me to enter, but that one says not to. They have these new fences, which I believe this is also with the new fence tab is with this update. I could be wrong. It might have been the last update. But look at these spike fences. Those are so cool. And these would fit really well in the spooky area too. You know, like with the spooky pack stuff. And then under miscellaneous, they have, oh man, all kinds of stuff. They have these pretty awesome jewels. So you play some jewels. Well, that looks like a rupee from Zelda. And I don't know why the game does this, but whenever you place the color of one item, all the rest of the items default to that same color. So like I have to go in and reset them all to their default color. I don't know why the game does that. Like, I don't need you to remember that unless I tell you to. But so we have some cool gems and jewels, and we have these cool Jeeps. And just add some like tires onto them, like so. Obviously, if I was gonna make, you know, this an actual decoration in a park, I would do it a little better looking than that. Nice little jerry can, and be like, oh, I'm out of gas. Well, there's your gas right there. They have these steamboats, so these look like the ones that are in the new rides, which we'll get to, but purely for decoration. So they have some like vines and things, so if you want to add, so we go to our little building here, and you'd be like, you can add some vines. Because I mean, what is a, you know, kind of tropical looking dungeon without some vines? You gotta have some vines. And special effects, and this is the most fun section of this update. We have, let's see, we have some panels here. So this is magma. So we've got a couple different sizes of magma panels there. We have airplane propeller thing. So let's go back to our airplane. So you could just place this like in here and give it like a really cool, like the engine's burning out. They have some fire jets, you know, your typical. They have small, medium, large sizes. They have falling lava. Everybody, look at that. That looks amazing. And they have small and large. They have a lava plume. I mean, they have lava pouring, so it's like a lava waterfall. Look at that. The lighting on that is, I mean, it's amazing. That is so cool. They have some more lava pouring. Like, that looks so cool. We have lava splash. So we have a couple different variations of the splashes. We have some steam, because if you have lava, you have steam. That would look really cool, like if you made like a little lava scenery item by some water, because that would create a lot of steam. You have these impact effects, which are pretty cool. When you do like these like smashing boulders and things, you could put those near those to give it a really cool smashing effect. Let's see this lava at nighttime. Oh man, look at that. That looks so cool. That's amazing. And then my favorite part that I'm super excited for, they added a waterfall effect. So no more having to use like the jet stream effects that they had in the game to try and simulate a waterfall. They created these effects. So like this is like the top of a waterfall. This is supposed to be sort of like the middle. They have the splash, so you can put the splash down here. And they have the top splash, so this would be like up here at the top of the waterfall. Okay, and then we have a couple rides. So there's a new track ride. There's actually two new track rides, but they're kind of the same thing. So there's Steamboat Island Adventure, which is meant to go in water. So you could kind of place it like that. It's meant to look like it's like you can actually make it look like it's going in water. But then they have a land version of it as well, with its own trench of water. So you have both options. You can make your own like little river that this flows through, or you could just use this one. One thing to note is these are considered transport rides. So sort of like the monorail or the trains, these are meant to take guests from one place to another. So guests will only really ride them if they have a specific need to go to another area of the park. And then they added, there's a new roller coaster. It's a swinging mine train. So like if we look at the cars, it's pretty cool because the seats are attached like right here. And so they kind of swing back and forth as it goes through the ride. And I believe there's a blueprint. So we're gonna place that because why not? It's called Pyramid of the Serpent. Oh boy, look at that. That's cool looking. Look at that pyramid too. That's sweet. So we'll place that down kind of there. So there's just sort of, even just looking at this blueprint, sort of the things you can make with these building pieces. But let's test this out so you can see what the ride looks like. So you kind of see as it goes around the turn there, the seats swing. Let's check it out as it comes over here. Just gonna speed this up. Oh, there it goes. See how they swing like that? That's really cool. Let's stop that and we're gonna restart it and we're gonna actually ride it because, I mean, it's Planet Coaster. You gotta ride the ride. Whee! Let's speed it up so we get over the hill here. All right. What was this called? Temple of the Serpent? Whoa! Whoa, oh, about to get our heads cut off. Whoa, we're inside the temple, everything's crazy. Oh. This ride looks really fun. I want to ride this in real life. Whoa, coming around, and then back in the station. So yeah, that's Pyramid of the Serpent. What do I call it? Temple of the Serpent? What's in here? Should we go inside? Oh, it's like a snake head. Ooh, cool. I like how that they colored these too. Gave it a really cool sort of, I don't know, like South American look to it, I guess. But so yeah, that's the that's mostly everything in the adventure pack, adventure content pack. So obviously there's a lot of building pieces. And if you're familiar with Planet Coaster, you know how many different things you could build with these pieces. I obviously just did something really simple here, just to kind of show it off. But I think I'm most excited about all the animatronic stuff. I mean, especially all of these. So I hope you enjoyed this, you know, sort of quick review of the adventure pack. You know, if you have the game, I recommend picking it up. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is a cool pack? Do you think, I think it's $10.99, so it's a fair price, I think. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review of the adventure pack. And with that, I am 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.